Welcome, Sagittarius, Capricorn, to your end of the month reading for November. I hope you guys are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's look and see what's going on with you at the end of the month. Best messages coming out. Best messages. Okay, we have the authority coming out, so it looks like you are taking on some boss moves. I always consider those boss moves. It's like that's where I'm sitting in my authority. I'm in control of the situation. Okay, so let's just see. Doing some boss moves. Well, at least the good thing is it says you're not in the waiting game anymore. Which is good. Which is good. I like that. Okay, so whatever temptation was going around, whatever devil energy was going around, whatever toxicity is holding you back, self-limiting beliefs, you've released all of that and things are starting to get really moving for you. I really like that, right? Because we really want to get moving. Get moving, moving, moving. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of, things going on. It looks like you're coming out of this challenging area, yeah? But you're getting your material, spiritual prosperity over here. Wow. Really focused on the pinnacle, really focused on the career, really focused on what it is I really need to be focused on. Getting that 9 of Cups. Here comes that 9 of Cups. Really building that wish come true. That comfort zone. It could be a little bit of a nostalgic time, though, at this time. You might feel that, right? You might feel there's a little bit of a nostalgia going on, but I also, let's see, why is this? Because there's a lot of choices and decisions that are coming. Okay, so it's definitely like, here's the memories that I'm moving on for those, for new choices and new decisions, new things that are coming my way, right? Getting out of any kind of mental anguish over here, really making those choices and decisions, not feeling like you're stuck at a crossroads anymore, 2 of Swords, right? But it's going to give you the opportunity, even as you're in this emperor mode, as you're in this authoritative mode, really knowing that you're in boss mode, you're going to be able to step into this place of solitude to really, have this kind of meaningful kind of conversation with yourself, right? As you're digging deep, looking and patiently planning for this situation to really come through, right? Really planting those seeds, 7 of Pentacles, saying, because I'm really looking for what's new. I want this growth, but I want this, to be maybe mutual between me and someone else, whether it's the boss or, I want it to fit. I want it to fit within my lifestyle perfectly. I want it to be, okay, but feeling like you're, a little isolated from the situation, but I just feel like you're isolating yourself. You went into solitude mode. You're going to go into solitude mode anyways towards the beginning of December. So it doesn't really much matter. But you are definitely going to feel like you have this kind of withdrawn situation. You might even feel like someone else is kind of cold shouldering you about this situation, because maybe they're like, I don't think that you should be in this control area. So there could be a little bit of fear coming between the two, you and someone else. Maybe they don't like how you've taken your strength back. Maybe they think that you're pushing, in a direction maybe they don't want to go into. Absolutely. Pushing into a direction that they don't feel like they want to go into that direction. So they feel like you have the control, and maybe you have all the control, maybe because they couldn't handle the situation, so you had to take the control away from them, and they don't like that. And that's because you're saying, well, no, because if we don't go this way, we won't have the freedom for this situation. We're not going to make this happen. But somebody really wants to have that control, and you're having that sudden, awareness with this Tower that it has to be this way. Yeah, they're very unfocused. They don't know what they're doing. And they have disregard for any kind of consequences when it comes to this relationship, period, whether it's at work, platonic or love, it doesn't matter. They're not seeing it the right way. And it is very unpredictable. And I think that you also know that, though. You also know this is very unpredictable. It could go all kinds of places because even though I'm trying to push in this direction, I feel like you're dealing with someone who's very impulsive, who wants to kind of push at you. They're trying to take that power away from you because it's almost like they're saying this has become risky. Well, I think you knew it was a little risky anyways. Yeah, this was a lot of decisions. You were kind of stuck at a crossroads before this happened. But with that tower, it's almost like I have to do this. I have to become the boss. Because otherwise we're getting nowhere. So you're walking away from this situation as much as possible, putting that behind, whether you're, shoving it underneath the rug or however it is, but you're saying we're not dealing with that anymore. We're moving in this direction. Oh, absolutely, with new commitments and new opportunities. Yeah, it's almost like if you've been hesitant, now is the time to move forward, right, for this commitment. Because you have this opportunity, either for this, for this commitment to come back together, for words that haven't been spoken about. There could be issues that are going on that need to be spoken, and now we can do so, right? Because I'm seeing the bigger, it's like when you're in the boss mode, guys, it's like I can see the bigger picture to the whole situation. Right. And so they may think that you're being a little obsessed. They may even think you're being stubborn. But if anything, it's kind of like, okay, well, if you think it's going to be that way, then there's nothing we can do about this situation. It's not going to fix itself because you're not listening. Right. So you're trying your hardest. Yeah. And you're even trying your hardest to be as emotionally balanced and tolerant towards them as much as possible. This is definitely the agreeing to disagree situation, but it's almost like if this doesn't have this turnaround, it's not going to make it. It's like we won't make it, right? This company won't make it. This relationship won't make it. If we're not standing ground together and fighting for each other to make these decisions, even if they're risky, even if they're impulsive, right? But I feel like the impulsion is like you're going to put on some impulsive moves, but they're also being very impulsive by coming at you, trying to do whatever it is that they're trying to do, which is not good, guys. Because they're not leading in the right direction. They're leading against the grain. That's not going to help anything. So patiently planning says we're putting everything back into balance, and the truth be known that if we have this going this way, this is where it has to, this is where it's really going to come out, with victory. Do you want, it's almost like you're asking this person, like, do you want victory, or you just want to sit over here and have this challenge day in, day out? Because they're really leading you to a point of no return. It just gets further and further away, or it's just going to crumble and you're going to end up with another tower. And the next tower is going to be, more devastating than the first tower. Why? Because the more you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. Are you not going to see? Right? Do you not see that if you keep leading us over here, you guys could be dealing with, Libra, Aquarius. Do you not see the destruction that you're trying to cause? It's not productive in whatever form this is. You're just moving to move. Shit. There it is, impulsive moving. And that's impulsive. Guys could also be dealing with an Aries. Just impulsively moving around, not thinking, and there's just carelessness everywhere around this situation. But it is very good, though, because it's saying, I'm going to move to this area where it has more value. But I'm also trying to make you understand. Oh my gosh. Wow. So that's a struggle in itself to get them now to understand. It's like, where's the connection? Where's the, they're not seeing it. Oh boy. Guinea pig, do your part to illuminate the universe. Just keep pushing it out there that you're trying your hardest. Whale, live as a fully conscious being. Don't let them tell you that this is where it's going, because it's more of a impulsive disaster. I'm sorry, that's exactly what it is. You can't tell me it's not. It's like you already see where you're going and you're already the tiger. You're already accepting the magnificence. You're already walking the line and strength and holding it down and trying to hold this whole scenario down, right? And structure everything. But this person is like creating either something that has no value or moving towards something that is highly destructive. It's just going to end up tearing everything down because they're not using, I'm sorry, for whoever we're dealing with that one, they're using no common sense. I'm sorry, I just keep hearing it. It's just no common sense. How can you say that's common sense if you know that this doesn't have a foundation to build on? And how can they keep moving in this area and bringing you down when they're not thinking about anything? Oh, I think we're just going to go this way. Okay, well, what the hell is that going to do? I don't know yet. We'll see as we build. Okay, well, that's not the way this one works. So this could be a lesson that's you guys are going to end up growing together, or you're going to grow apart. It's definitely a learning lesson. You have karmic cards all over this deck. You got the devil, you have the tower, you have the judgment, you have the justice. I mean, talk about law and effect. Talk about karmic. Talk about lessons, because it's going to be, are you going down? You know, because it says you're on your way to victory. You want the victory. But how are you going to get it when they keep trying to backtrack, backpedal, ignoring the call, having self-doubt? Okay, so how can you, oh my gosh, okay, wait, here's another one. How do they move into one direction impulsively, risk-taking, and have self-doubt at the same time? Well, I don't know, because that comes back to that thing of I don't know if it's going to work. It's a lottery. It's a risk. Okay, it could be a lot of money. I see a lot of money up here for some of you that it's a high risk that ain't going to work. And you guys could be throwing a lot of money into a business for something that's on a whim that they haven't done their homework on. But it's kind of crazy because it looks like you've done your homework. You're looking for the information. You have the information and you're telling them we can't do that. It's too impulsive. Look, you don't even have the regards for the consequences. You're just like, woo, up in the air. Okay, maybe they have more money than you. Maybe they don't give a shit if they lose. Wow. Because it really does feel like a business. It's some kind of business deal. Now, if you guys know it's something else, that's fine. But I'm telling you, for a business deal, that is a woozy of a wozer. And you have already all these other options and all these great things that can get you to the victory. But this person really wants to push you into this area where they don't know the outcome. They have, and if they did do their homework, they're listening to like one or two people, and it's unpredictable. There's unpredictability around this all over the place. And I'm telling you right now, it's moving into the place of destruction. If this was going to be something great, then it would say it didn't really matter because you're answering the inner call. That is not what it says. It says they are moving you into a place of pure destruction when it comes to this situation. Beware and be informed, because you're already on a place of strength and you already have great rewards and great things coming in. But it's almost like, yeah, you have this great thing coming in, but then the next one is like, oh, well, let's do this. Why would we want to do that? What are you investing in? Don't invest in that. That's a 50-50 chance. Don't tell me it's not. Hey guys, yeah, thinking before making the decision. What about them? Doing things on a whim is not always the best when you don't think before making the decision. Where's the pros and cons? See, that's what I love about here is saying I was weighing pros and cons, and I almost think you guys know. You already know the answer. But they're getting you to the place where I think they're trying to cause confusion. But don't let them do that, because I'm telling you, they're moving haphazardly. This is haphazard. It is. It's just haphazard. Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.